true musical genius who needs no introduction.
It's lit. Faith is here with all the ice on in the booth.
Woo! Alright, so last night, the Super Bowl was a thing. And yes, I am a huge sports fan and I do enjoy talking about it. But the game is not the focus here. The focus here is what the most casual of sports fans or onlookers are more interested in besides the commercials. The halftime show. What does this have to do with cartoons? Well, this one in particular had a cameo of a certain Sponge. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of why this is a bit controversial, heavy on those quotation marks, I want to go into some history. Steven Hillenburg, the man who brought us one of the most legendary and memorable cartoons that lasted for many generations, sadly passed away on November 26, 2018 from the horrible ALS disease. Shortly after, a petition was started on change.org for the NFL to pay tribute to Hillenburg called Have Sweet Victory performed at the Super Bowl. Just over 1.2 million people have signed this petition in order to get their voices heard. Various of articles were being thrown left and right about this petition. For me personally, I didn't think it was going to happen. I've been a football fan and an NFL fan for a very long time, and their record of actually listening to their fans have been pretty sketchy at best. Plus, the main demographic is toward young adults and middle-aged men, a demographic that isn't well known to be interested in SpongeBob. However, considering it's the brightest stage and the NFL wants to make sure to get a large amount of reimbursement, they would do just about anything to keep people around. And they went ahead and did it. Kind of. We did see a cameo of Squidward, SpongeBob, and the crew in the uniform that they had in that particular episode. To introduce Travis Scott, who did a small snippet of his song in the halftime show. This did not suit well with a lot of people and was considered to be a very hard blue baller. But is it really that surprising? Is it something to get riled up about? Did they spit in the face of Hillenburg? In my opinion, not really. You see, my expectations of the NFL having any sort of cartoon related things in this event to be incredibly small, unless it's commercial related. As I said before, the main demographic are young adults to middle-aged folks, a majority of that demographic that has been out of the cartoon loop for a very long time. Also, the band that was the main attraction was freaking Maroon 5, which by the way, did as bad as I thought they were going to be. Also, would you rather have Maroon 5 sing Sweet Victory? Cause I don't think any musical artist would want to be upstaged by a cartoon Sponge. So if this song were to happen, Maroon 5 would have covered it, and considering how bad the performance was overall, yeah, I think people would still complain about it, even myself. The cameo was fine. It did just enough to prove the recognition of Steven Hillenburg and his ability to touch many people's hearts. Oh yeah, Travis Scott and Big Boy freaking upstaged that California trash band. Should have been an Outcast reunion. Just saying.